Welcome to STEM Saturday. I'm Miss Linda, and today we are going to just do something fun, a little artsy, and a little science. Uh, you should have picked up your packets. In your packet, you will find a canvas board. Now, if you want to do more of these or larger ones, I have seen them at the craft stores. I've seen them even at the dollar store if you want to get more. Also included would be some tissue papers, little pieces of tissue, and a white crayon. Now, what you want to do, let me get all my stuff out, is get yourself some water. Here's my little dish of water. And I'm going to do it with a paintbrush. If you have a brush, great. If you have a sponge, the sample that I'm going to show you that I made, I actually just kind of had water and I just kind of put my fingers in and just kind of let it drip all over it. So however, or spray, there's plenty of ways that you can get the water on here. You don't want to overdo it though. So what I'm going to do is, now you are going to take your white crayon. I am going to use this pencil to show you. You would be using your white crayon, but I think that, just so that you'd be able, it's going to be a little hard for you to see your drawing with a white crayon, and that's okay. Just kind of watch. All you're going to do is draw a design or your name or anything that you want to do. It's yours, whatever you want to do. You can write mom, you can write, maybe I'll just make a heart. So I am just making a design, and just kind of, so make a design with your crayon. Now what's going to happen with your crayon that is not going to happen with my pencil, I'm just doing this to kind of, to show you. You don't even have to be an artist. I am not an artist by any stretch, but like to have fun. And anybody can draw, make lines, do whatever. Art is art. What's not going to happen, like I said, with my pencil, that's going to happen with your crayon. Now I did a design, okay? Like I said, yours with the white crayon isn't going to show up like this. It's going to be kind of hard to see. But the difference is, the reason being is it's wax. So what you are doing is you are waxing out your design. So the wax is going to keep anything, the color off of that area, so that you are going to be able to see your designs with the colors all around. Now, the science things, the wax is going to keep, repels the water in the color. And the cool thing is that when we do the tissue paper on here, it is going to, the colors are going to bleed, meaning it's going to come off of here and go on to there once I get it wet. And you want to let it dry totally before you do anything. And another thing that, well, let me show you. So if I just start putting some pieces on here, let me just, dab some pieces. And like I said, it's not going to be like it's going to turn out. I'll show you my example like it is with a crayon, but might even just start bleeding right away, and you'll get the gist of that. You probably have done things with with tissue paper or different colors paper where it just bleeds the color. So you can just see I'm just getting it nice and wet so that it sticks. I'm going to do a couple more pieces on here. And see, now these colors, when I do this, when I let this dry and pull it off, it's going to be over the entire thing. It's not going to have left the design that you're going to have, or I would have, had I used a crayon, because the wax is going to keep that off. And the white crayon, the reason being, why would we use a white crayon? Because the canvas is white, the colors will go around, and you'll see the pattern, but you won't see the crayon. You won't know there's a crayon there because it blends right into the canvas. But probably won't end up even seeing my pencil, but you're not going to see my design because it's just going to be all covered up with color. So once you have your whole board covered in all kinds of colors, whatever colors you have or you got, or if you go out and buy more, you can just cover everything up with colors. I just happen to have red and blue today with these ones, and get it all wet however you want to do it. There's no right or wrong way to do it, just get it wet. Now, don't get it sopping. If you get it sopping wet, it gets really messy. Then what you want to do, just to even be sure, now this wasn't in too messy, is take it, if it is too wet or too damp, take a paper towel and blot it. Don't do it with a regular towel because you don't want the colors to bleed on that. Take a paper towel and just blot the extra water off so that it's not all runny and, and messy. And you're going to do that, and you're just going to be patient and let it dry. So let me show you. Once you have let it dry, I pulled a lot of my tissues off. Now I just did kind of random, I don't know if you'll be able to see, but I did kind of just random marks in white chalk. So if you look, white crayon. So if you look very closely, you'll see lines going through my design. And then you'll see the colors that have bled around that. Just looks like a beautiful watercolor collage, I think. And I want to show you. So I peeled these ones off. So these are going to be, once these are totally dry like these, you're just going to peel them off. And look at that. How cool. And you see the watercolors. I think it's really cool. And if you're into watercolors, you can name it whatever you want, a piece of work, but then you get to see how the colors come off, how the colors go together, how colors bleed off of paper, especially tissue paper, and how the wax keeps the colors off and keeps your pattern. So that is your fun project for today, for December's STEM Saturday. I'm Miss Linda, and I will see you next time.